Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today we're going to do part 3 of this page here we're working on in the Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. We're going to be doing a little more work on the pumpkins here, and then we'll start on the ribbon and the tiny little leaves and the ghosties. So I'm going to get you down a little closer and we'll get to work. Okay, on the little ghosties, we're going to add brown like we did up here in the hat of the witch, where we have some brown colors going in and on her dress. So we're going to add it here on the pumpkins. I'm going to start off with a raw umber here and add it in the shadowed areas. And this little guy too. We're also going to do a shadow like this in his mouth. And that would kind of be where the pumpkin would be carved. Okay. Okay, this pumpkin on the side. Okay. We'll add a little of this on the white pumpkin too. Sort of down the seam here. Oops. If you scrape off some of that black, we can always replace it, so don't worry about it. Okay. We're going to go in with a little darker color. This is the burnt sienna. Okay. This little guy, we're going to do a little shading with a black. So I'm going to just bring the black in here very lightly. You could also do this with a darker gray if you wanted. I'm barely putting any pressure on it. Seems scraping up that. Usually I put all that on at the end, but I got a little ahead of myself yesterday. I'll just go back over it again with the pen. Wanted to give him a little extra look there. Now you got to erase that piece. There we go. I'm pretty sure I put white in here, so it's a little harder for the black to blend, so I'm just going to bring in the white and pull that color up and blend it that way. And there, he looks a little more done there. I believe there's a walnut brown here that I'm going to touch up this guy with. Add a little more of the earth green in here. All right. Do these eyes. There we go. All right. Now we're going to start on the bow up here and the ribbon. So the bow knot is done in the light cobalt turquoise to start with. So wherever these lines are is where I'm going to lay down the darker color. Okay, and that's as far as it goes on that side. So we'll just pick it up on this side. This one's a little off. That line should be over there. Okay, now we're going to bring in hold on. Okay, we're going to use metal phthalo blue to darken it just in these areas here. We're going to go back over with the light cobalt turquoise. Okay, back over it with the light cobalt turquoise. Sorry, I'm jumping on both sides of the pages. Okay, we're going to take the ivory and put it in our white areas. Trying to get it in just the white areas so we are not turning this green. Okay. Just to make sure it's blended. And it shows up. There we go. Now we're going to take brown into that too, but we want a brown red. So it doesn't turn it green. It's our problem with browns and blues is your brown has got a yellow base to it, and we don't want a yellow base. We don't want to turn it green. So I'm going to bring in, I've got the burnt umber here. And just like everything else, we want to put a little brown in here. It'll go nicely over the ivory. Just be careful going over the blue. The umber is your best bet. It doesn't have as much yellow in it. And once you get it down, you can go back over it with another brown if you want to. The brown will make sense when we finish the page. If you're wondering why everything is getting a brown tone to it. I have to turn the book. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to darken this one up a little bit on this side. see what we have that I can put in there that won't make it green. It's an umber. Don't know about that one. Got all these ochres. Okay, we're going to try raw umber. Let's see. I think that might turn that green. It's the one color I don't want the blue to turn into. But we'll use it as a highlight. All right, I like that. That's good enough. If you want any more highlights, you can go in with the white Holbein and just lighten. Up some areas here. There. All right. We have little ghosties and the leaves. Do I have any green out here? I've got my green. An orange. What is this one? Cadmium red. Maybe I want a deeper red. I want a deeper red. We're going to do the leaves kind of in autumn colors. My deep reds are in the back. I think those will work. We're muting these down, so we have the earth green Caput Mortuum, which is a new pencil, and then the cadmium orange that we had. Hold on a moment, please. Okay. We're going to start off with an ivory color. I think I might have to sharpen all of these because the leaves are kind of small. So let's see. I think this section here is probably the easiest one to look at. We're going to add the ivory lightly all over it, darken it a bit in the middle. We'll do a section here, and then I'll do the rest of them off camera. I mean, there's only so many leaves, so we'll do this section and then we'll do some of the ghosties. We'll add green on some parts. No real rhyme or reason to it, just put some green down on a leaf. You will probably have to press a little harder on this because the earth green is pretty light. In order to get it to show up on another kind of pencil, you're going to have to push a little harder. And we'll put some over here. Okay. Veins there. Then we're going to go in with an orange, which is the orange cadmium orange. Sorry. And we'll stick a little orange on the side. Pumpkin colors. Stick a little orange in that. Little spider too for fun. Okay, is there orange somewhere else on the page? I think I put it in her hair, but I'm not sure. I know it's in the pumpkins. Okay, then we're going to take the Caput Mortuum. It's going to be our deep color. Kind of on the tips. Oh, I forgot these little guys down here. I don't think I put any orange in them either. I'm going to take some ivory, kind of go over the whole kit and caboodle. Okay, now it's up to you if you want to put veins in these that look like veins, or if you want to leave them the way they are. I'm going to take black in here, and I'm going to connect these lines if I can. If I can't, I'm not going to bother. To bring out some veins that come out into the other ones. Darken the area where the leaves meet. I just add a little detail on them. This one didn't get any of that, so we're kind of adding it into this one. Okay, then we'll take in our brown umber here. And we're just going to darken the base of each of these leaves. This one didn't get any leaf things either, so we're going to add some in. Okay, so that's how those are all going to be done. Ghosties. Sorry. We're going to get our two colors here. The cloud gray and a little bit of the cobalt turquoise because we want our little ghosties to have a little bit of a blue color to them. So we're going to very lightly put in some of this blue. How many ghosties do we have? Just 4. We can go over and do this little guy. He's got a little top hat on. And now I'll take a little of the cloud gray. Okay, and then we're going to bring in the Holbein white. Give him a little bit more of a tail there. I tend to do an outline on him. Make him look a little fuzzy. They're ghosts. Okay. This little guy over here on this side. And then him. Boop-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop. Okay, then we'll give him the same black eyes that I did down here. This little guy needs his top hat done, which is just in black, I would assume. So we can give him a little top hat. Don't want to make it too dark so it won't blend into the background. So we'll give him that and then put just a little bit of a white highlight in there. And there we go. So like I said, I'll put the white dots or black dots, which are the black glaze secure pen, in all those eyes. Off camera, I'll finish all these little leaves and then we will do something else. Okay. I haven't put the little eyes in yet, but we're going to go ahead and do the last little bit I was going to do. Brought in some gathered twigs. You notice that's in the same realm of all this other coloring that I did with the browns. And I'm just going to take it with my little itty bitty background stamp, stamping up. I'm going to take it and, let's see, I'll get a pad of paper over here so you can see what I'm going to do. I don't know, can it sit up there and still get everything in the camera? That's what it's going to do here. And we're just going to take it and place it on, say, the pumpkins. Her dress. Hat. Try to keep it off the ghosts, but put it on the ribbon. I can put it on the bats. I want to put it on all the leaves. Then we're going to get a different brown. Thought I had it out. This is going to give us a little redder tone. A little bit redder. And we're just going to be a little more cautious putting this color down. And I'm not covering the whole stamp. I'm just covering a little corner of it. There we go. It'll dry lighter, don't worry about that. Now we'll go ahead and go in. See how light it turned on this page. We just tapped it off so it'll turn that light. We're going to go in and start on the left side of the page. And add in their eyes. Do that on a little spider too. If we scratched off any of these, we're going to add them back on. I know I scratched off his. And these little guys up here. And they're little bats. Do his bow tie too. Okay, I'm going to let those dry, and then I'll put a little dot of white inside of each of them. Let's see what I have here. This will work. These guys are already dry, so we'll put a little dot in them. But those guys have to dry first. She's got her little dot. So when I take a picture, these guys will have their little white dots, but that's about all we're going to do. We may add a few more little stars out here or in here too. And that's just adding some dots with the pen. I'm not going to get out paint for that. It's not big enough, but we can add some of those in. So that'll be it. Like I said, I'll take a picture at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like. I may add some glitter to it, and if I do, it'll just be the stickles in diamond. Put a little bit in her hair, maybe on her dress, maybe on the pumpkins, but I can't do it with the the eyes because I'm not going to smear like I did on this little dude here. So you'll see that at the end. It's just glitter glue. You just take off the cap and then squirt it on where you want it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.